they get underway. Paul Hurry is on the outside. He's looking for the long way around that first turn. He goes all the way around the outside. He's not there at the moment. But as he challenges going down the back straight, well, he goes down into that pit bend, leading exactly where he wants to be in this last qualifying ride. The early lead was with Herbert Rudolph, riding number 3. But that gap has started to open up now as we've got Herbert Rudolph. But there's no stopping Paul Hurry this afternoon. Keep saying that this is something a little bit different. It is a spectacular circuit. And number 2, Stefan Tessarier, is putting pressure on Herbert Rudolph. Good scrap going on for that second place. Stefan looks to find a way through. Goes to the outside line. Focuses right up on Herbert Rudolph, and he makes his advance as he goes down that hill. Into the dip at the bottom. Up over the top of the hill is checkered flag this time. Paul Hurry's won it. He's going to be close for second. Tessarier gets it. With the points for number 2, Stefan Tessarier, 8 points. Number 3, Herbert Rudolph, 6 points. Number 7, Paul Hurry, maximum 10 points. Number 11, York T, 4 points. Number 14, Matthew Tessarier, 5 points. Number 16, Bob Dolman, 2 points. Number 20, Mark Giles, 0. Number 24, Neil Taylor, 0. And number 25, Julian Phipps, 3 points. The winning time for race 23 was 107.84, 58.79. 107.84, 58.79. Made a brilliant start, but I don't know where he's going to lead going into that first turn. I'm looking for Joe Screen, and he sits in 3rd place at the moment. Oh, we'll check for you as they come round. I suspect that is Matt Reed that was holding the lead as they went along that back straight. It is Matt Reed that's leading. Joe Screen in 2nd. Sebastian Tessarier is in 3rd place at the moment. Those 3 breaking away from the rest of the field, and Joe Screen has taken over. Joe Screen moves through into the lead. Sebastian moves into 2nd place. Matt Reed still holding 3rd. It's very, very quick out there at the moment. And Joe Screen it is that's going for the maximum. Matt Reed up into 2nd. Oh, we've lost Sebastian Tessarier. I can see movement down there in that bottom corner, but I can't see the track. I'm not sure what's happened to number 10, Sebastian Tessarier. He was sitting in 2nd place. But as we see the checkered flag being raised, in fact all the riders have slowed on that top corner. So there's obviously a red flag in that corner. The checkered flag is being shown, but I'm not quite sure what happened there. That is actually a bit of a blind spot for us. And obviously the red flag being put out in that last lap. 3/4 race distance had been completed, technically speaking. So let's give you the points from the top then. Number 4, Philip Ostian, 0. Jason Handley, number 5, 3 points. Number 9, Mitch Godden, 4 points. Number 10, Sebastian Tessarier, 0. Number 15, Matt Reed, 8 points. Number 17, Joe Screen, maximum 10 points. Number 22, Stefan Catt, 5 points. Number 23, Mark Taylor, 6 points. So that indeed does complete all the qualifying rides for the Grand Slam solo competition. So our point scorers and lap scorers will be sorting out who goes in the B, who goes in the A. best start of the afternoon. He's on the outside, he's got the dust and the dirt. He's flown into that first turn. We'll see how they sort themselves out. He's on the outside still. He's trying to get round the outside of everybody. Got to the front. Dave Steer up in second place. Confirm that for you as they come round, but that certainly looks to me like the outfit of Duncan Tolhurst and Nicky Owen. It is indeed as they lead. They've got Dave Steer behind them. Darren Treloar in third. John Hiscock in fourth, but under pressure from Rob Bradley. Problems again for Gary Jackson and Carl Pugh. This hasn't turned out to be a good day for them. They had it was a panic to get the engine into the outfit for the weekend, and it's not worked out for them this afternoon. One more lap to go then, but Duncan Tolhurst to make maximum points from his third ride. Dave Steers right there with him. Darren Treloar still there in third place. John Hiscock is still winning that battle with Rob Bradley. And that really is a battle for that fourth place. 20 points off each other. Duncan Tolhurst, I think, will confirm a place in the final with maximum points here. As he sees the checkered flag this time, Dave Steers got very close to him, but Duncan takes maximum points. And from the very top, we have number 1, Darren Treloar and Justin Plaisted, 4 points. Number 17, Dave Steer and Simon Beanie, 5 points. Number 23, Gary Jackson and Carl Pugh, no points. Number 74, Duncan Tolhurst and Nicky Owen, 7 points. Number 87, Rob Bradley and Twiston Winterburn, 2 points. Number 184, John Hiscock and Simon Wall, 3 points. And the winning time was 117.69, an average of 51.34. Sitting in the pit box, have they worked out there could be a way for them into this final? Number 15, for instance, looking at his third ride, he could make it in. We know that in race 26, we've got Matt from Roller and Darren Wills. Start, Mick Turrell on the inside as well. As they go into that bottom dip, sort themselves out. Oh, that's made the best of it. He's got Mick Turrell behind him going into that second turn. Peter Lloyd and Terry Madley in third place at the moment. Matt from Roller in fourth. But as they come round past me, it is Paul Whitelum and passenger Michael Day for the afternoon's racing that get into the maximum point scoring position. Added to the 8 they've got already. I wonder if they've now squeezed away into the final. If you look further down the field, Matt from Roller's under a lot of pressure from Peter Lloyd for that third place. And we'll watch on the Whitelum is opening up a little gap now between him and Mick Turrell, and Peter Lloyd has pulled off into the centre green again. So remnants of hit again for Peter Lloyd as Paul Whitelum takes the win. Let's stay with the points at the moment. For number 5, Matt from Mola and Darren Wills, 4 points. Number 9, Miles Simmons, Dave Hogan, 0. Number 18, Peter Lloyd and Terry Madley, 0. Number 62, Mick Turrell and Tony Baisby, 5 points. Number 92, Paul Whitelum and Michael Day, 7 points. Number 183, obviously no score there. And 121, Steve Smith and Dave Williams, 3 points. And a winning time of 116.67, 116.67, 52.02, the average speed. Matthews made a very good start on the outside. He's taking Colin Blackburn with him. Those two go together into that first turn. Up the hill they go for the first time. And it is John Halsey and Jason Glennie leading for Colin Blackburn in third place. Rob and Chris Winterburn in fourth. Well, is there going to be a challenge for that second place? Ivor Matthews looking to make a move. He's close to the back wheel of Colin Blackburn. And he's been forced to stay wide. There's a lot of room out there. And as we look to the inside, and Jason Glennie that lead, but still that battle rages for second place. Ivor Matthews being forced to stay wide. Colin Blackburn having a good ride. Now this could be interesting. Ivor Matthews thought it tucked in, but again he's been forced to go wide. Colin Blackburn holding very, very tight lines. And now they switch. Has Ivor found a way through on the inside? He's got a chance. Well, Colin Blackburn shuts him out again. A good scrap this for that second place, but he's quick into that bend. That'll force him wide in the middle of the bend. And Ivor Matthews will know that. He's looking for a way through on the inside. Oh, Colin Blackburn just about hung on to second, I think, as they went over the line. From the very top, number 13, John Halsey and Jason Glennie, 7 points. Number 15, Ivor Matthews and Mick Stace, 4 points. Number 24, obviously no score. Number 25, Colin Blackburn and Simon Wall, 5 points. Number 93, Andy Simons and Gareth Bemister, 2 points. Number 148, Rob Winterburn and Chris Winterburn, 3 points. No other scorers there. The winning time was 1:16.32, 1:16.32, 52.26, the average speed.
There's Reg Luckhurst, number 7. There's Bill Barley, number 90. Well, Bill Barley and Dave Spain, number 22 of the solo riders coming around. But Dave Palmer, well, John Britcher looks like he's never been away. Dave Palmer, former South Midland Centre champion, former scrambler as well. That's him on a Hagen Greaves, which he used to actually race himself back in the 1960s. And he was Dave Palmer was one of the top 250 and 350 runners in the country, but also a top 500 rider as well. And number 90, Bill Barley, followed by 22 Dave Spain, then come along the home straight. And when you think that he's probably not been riding only in the odd classic event for a few years, he's certainly winding on the yellow and black flag. Now I'm not sure we're going to get a chance to actually interview the riders. Reg Luckhurst on the outside, Chris Mackett and Dave Palmer. The interviews in place, but it's great to see some of these famous riders. Checkered flag goes to John Britcher, all-time greats of all of these, of course, great riders. Reg Luckhurst. There's Bill Barley, number 90, and Reg Luckhurst, Chris Mackett, and Dave Palmer. So those are the solo pass masters going around. Coming off, is it? Right. Well, we'll have a quick word with some of the riders. First of all, John Britcher, that was good to be back on a bike and good to be back here at Rhodes Minnis. You were certainly winding it on there.
Yeah, it's very good down there. It was my favourite track when I was racing.
It's your favourite track?
Yeah, always was years ago, yeah. So it was all lies me coming out of retirement.
You're not even out of breath. You know that?
Well, not yet. I thought it was going to be 10 laps. I was pacing myself.
Ah, you wanted 10 laps. Very good. Well, that's John Britcher. We come across Reg Luckhurst. Did you enjoy that, Reg?
Yes, it wasn't too bad. Apart from all my experience, I forgot to turn the dope on and stopped over in the corner.
Brilliant. Great. Well done. Well done, Reg. And Dave Palmer, you're looking good. Smile on your face here. Back on this old bike again.
Yeah, it's very pleasant. It's smashing to ride these courses again because they're different to speedway type of tracks, and this is what a mountain grass track was in our early days, which was smashing.
And of course, being ex-scrambler, no problem to you.
Oh, lovely, thank you.
Brilliant. Dave Palmer. We come across Dave Spain. We didn't get a chance to talk to you earlier on. Dave Spain Jr., that is. Good to be back on a Grasstrack bike, Dave.
It's a bit scary, but no, it's good. It's good. I come here because my dad's been dead 21 years now, so it's nice to go around because he used to race here as well. So.
That's right, of course he did, and so the legend in Southeast racing, aren't you, the family there?
Yep, Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It's a good day.
Fabulous. Thanks very much, Dave. And finally, who else we got? We got Bill Barley before the sidecars come out. Bill, quick word from Bill.
Hello, Dave.
How's things?
I haven't rode anything like this since I rode in Tetra on the old Rog 13 years ago. This is great. I've waited all day for this.
Brilliant. Well done, Bill.
Okay.
Thanks very much. That's the Solar Riders, everybody. So if we can have the sidecars out then for their demonstration. I'm moving fairly quickly, everybody, because I know that we are drawing towards the finals and the climax of this race meeting. And of course we've got Gerry Wheeler coming out as well. So this looks like Gerry on the Wesley. And I think we'll see Gerry winded on here. Gerry Wheeler then on the Wesley with Steve. Well, we seem to have got Gerry Wheeler. That looks like we've got some of the others stopped over the far side. We've got one over there. So this is not working out quite as well as we expected, but Gerry Wheeler is putting on a fantastic show for you, everybody. The 1970. And the sound of the old Westlake here, and I'm not sure what's happened to the other sidecar boys, but it looks like they're not got their bikes going, so just have to look at their static displays over there in the classic pits. Yellow and black flag then, the far side. Doesn't sound very healthy, does it? I think this is Roy Woollard, I think. We'll have a closer look as he comes around. Yes, Roy Woollard. And poor old George Cross, we didn't. Well, there's Gerry. Showy appreciation. We'll have a chat quickly before he goes back around. Well, there's Roy Woollard, and we've also got Dick Barton going over on the far side there as well. Gerry Wheeler, what was that like?
Oh, great. Absolutely
Brilliant.
Great.
That's it, pull your helmet up a little bit and then we'll hear us. Steve Wheeler there helping him out. And this is Dick Barton, everybody, coming by. The former Eastern Centre star. That's Dick.
I've got to pop down and give George a hand. He's going to go the wrong way.
Oh, of course. No wonder George Cross wasn't out. There he goes the other way, everybody. No wonder. That explains. I wonder where George Cross was. But now we know he went the other way. While you get your helmet off, hang on. Roy Woollard, 1966 champion. You only had one lap. You're puffing.
Gear lever broke off.
Gear lever broke off.
Broke off, yeah. I couldn't get no gears.
Okay, we'll come back for next year. Okay.
I will.
Eddie, all right?
If he comes, I shall come.
Brilliant. The 1966 champions will be coming back. And Gerry, enjoy that.
Oh, I did. It was wonderful. Absolutely great to be back. Thoroughly enjoyed it.
Fantastic. Great to see you up here from Somerset.
Thanks, Dave.
Gerry Wheeler, great champion. So they'll move off the track and then we'll have George Cross come around. We better have Dick Barton off the circuit as well. So they'll come off onto the infield so we can have the left-hand sidecar come around. Well, Dick Barton is just going to get the helmet off. What was your name again?
Dave Pearce.
Dave Pearce, of course, you used to be a passenger years ago.
That's right, yeah. Until I ended up in Ashford Hospital.
And that was enough?
Well, the doctor said that was enough.
Brilliant. Dick, enjoy that.
I did.
What happened? You didn't start very well.
No, I came out of the pits without putting the cutout on my wrist.
Wait, they didn't have the cutouts in your day?
That's right.
No.
Brilliant. So the problems with the cutout. Now, going the wrong way round is 86-year-old George Cross. Now, I thought Simon Wall was going to go on the back, but in fact it's Steve Wheeler. As you heard, he had to make a quick exit. Can you imagine, 86 years old, this guy? 86. He was a real champion back in the 1950s. There he is. He looks really happy. He loves every minute of it, I tell you. Built in 1959. 1959. And, well, he's passenger there by Gerry Wheeler. Graham Hurry there keeping an eye on things. So George then How many laps is he going to be doing? Oh, he's got the checkered flag. So George Cross then. One of the big events years ago was the Intercentre Team Championships. And of course, George, along with Freddie French and George Wosley, they actually, and another outfit, they actually won the National Intercentre Team Championships, he was telling me earlier on. George, let me get round the front of the sidecar. George, you enjoy that?
I really enjoyed that. It's a pity it's not performing properly. Otherwise, we could have been in orbit, you know.
Brilliant. Well, it's great to see you on track again at 86 years old. Well done, sir.
That's all right, Fred. Thank you for having me.
121 B final. Well, we've got Peter Knowles out there as well. He wasn't in the list that Jim called out, but he's out there as well, number 9, as the riders come into line there. Off the line they go, and it is the young man, Denham, who hits the front first. Lewis Denham, tremendous start, and the red flag has gone out. So the red flag has gone out. Well, straight into the lead goes Lewis Denham. There a beautiful move there on that first turn, and it's Lewis Denham down the back straight, and he's pounding on the pressure there, getting the power down and moving on. Jamie Rogers in number 71, it is in second place, and these two youngsters, what a great future they have on the grass tracks. Lewis Denham and Jamie Rogers, followed by Tommy Cooper, 153, then is Peter Knowles, followed by Martin Sturgeon. Well, we'll see whether Jamie Rogers can actually do anything at all about this leader, Lewis Denham. And, well, Lewis Denham leading. They come out of the dip towards us. Lewis Denham is, but he's got under extreme pressure because Jamie Rogers is right there with him. And Thomas Cooper keeping a watching brief, chucked in behind. Now Peter Knowles is coming under pressure from Martin Sturgeon downfield as well. But still, Lewis Denham holds on at the moment with Jamie Rogers. Rogers then closing, but just look, Thomas Cooper there, 153, he's keeping that watching brief, and the checkered flag's going to be made ready as they come towards the checkered flag. It's Lewis Denham who wins the B final from Jamie Rogers and Tommy Cooper. Right, we have that result then. The points don't count in the B final, so we give you positions. It's easier that way. In first place, it was number 81, Lewis Denham. Second, number 71, Jamie Rogers. In third place, number 153, Thomas Cooper. Fourth place, number 15, Martin Sturgeon. In fifth place, it was the reserve rider, which you didn't have down. It was number 9, Peter Knowles. And in sixth place, number 2, Craig Smith. Winning time, 1 minute 10.84, 1 minute 10.84, and the winning time, 56.30. 56.30.
Includes International Speedway rider, number 21, Scott Nichols. Number 3 from Germany, Herbert Rudolph. Number 10 from France, Sébastien Desauriers. Number 9, Mitch Godden. Number 22 from Germany, Stefan Katt. Number 5, Jason Handley. Number 23, Mark Taylor. And number 19, Paul Knott. That's the lineup. Disappointment, I'm sure, for a lot of these riders. They would have hoped to have made the A final, but there's been some tough competition out there this afternoon. We know that all of those riders that have got into that A final have had some very hard riding already. But ensuring an invitation for next year, what better than winning the B final? Well, I've You can see I've got 22. I've got number 3. So I've got no Scott Nichols, no Sebastian Tesario, or Sebastian we know fell in his last ride. An absolute flyer of a start. Mitch Gordon dives into the lead as he goes into that first turn. Well, he certainly was disappointed he never made the A final. I can see Jason Hanley moving around the outside. We've got to get after. And off the top of the hill, it's Mitch Gordon, head down, that is leading from Stefan Tesario. Oh, Herbert Rudolph it is, number 3, that's fighting for that second place. And Herbert Rudolph has made the best of it. Jason Hanley. And as they go into that turn, you can see Jason desperately trying to get round the outside of Herbert Rudolph. While that battle's going on, you can see that Mitch Gordon is still head down, keeping the best line he can, trying to stay as quick as he can. He doesn't want to be caught. Down the back straight he goes once again. Slight lift to the front wheel and a drive. And again that battle is on for second place. Can Jason Hanley do it? Into the checker flag they'll go this time, and Mitch Gordon's done enough. He takes the win. Herbert Rudolph gets the second place. Jason Hanley in third. The 2003 Solo Grand Slam B final. The positions as they finished were for number 21, Scott Nichols, no place. Number 3, Herbert Rudolph, second place. Number 10, Sebastian Tesario, no place. Number 9, Mitch Gordon, a great win for him. Number 22, Stefan Cat, fourth place. Number 5, Jason Hanley, third place. Number 23, Mark Taylor, fifth place. And no position for number 19, Paul Knott. So that's the result. The time, quite where you're going to put it, I don't know. Perhaps in the gap between the riders and their countries. You've got 109.63, an average speed of 57.28. So 109.63, 57.28. Sponsored by Paul and Carolyn Jarvis, great supporters of this sport of Grasstrack. As we look to the line, we've got number 87, Rob Bradley and Tristan Winterburn. Number 62, Mick Turrell and Tony Baisby. Number 1, Darren Trelaw and Justin Plaisted. Number 5, Matt from Arola and Darren Wills. And I was expecting to see 148 and 184. I see neither, so number 93, Andy Simons and Gareth Bemister make their way to the line. Out there, but it's Rob Bradley that's got away, and he's gone into that first turn exactly where he wants to be. And as they come out onto the top of the hill, he's got Darren Trelaw and Justin Plaisted chasing after him. Straight they go. Rob Bradley and Tristan Winterburn it is. Disappointed they didn't make the A final, but again ensuring an invitation for next year. Then what's better than winning the B final? Andy Simons had made a good attack on that second place. They've got past Darren Trelaw and Justin Plaisted. And as we look to the far side, you can see exactly that. Andy Simons and Gareth Bemister sitting in second place. Mick Turrell now starting to close in on the outfit of Darren Treloar and Justin Plaisted. But as they go into the last lap, this is a very convincing victory for Rob Bradley and Tristan Winterburn as they go down the back straight. Managed to drive on that back straight, but as they come round this bottom corner, they'll see the checkered flag this time. They take the win. Excellent ride from Rob Bradley and Tristan Winterburn. Let's give you the official finishing positions even. We start in race 30, 184 John Hiscock, no position at all. Number 87 Rob Bradley and Tristan Winterburn, a good win for them. Number 62 Mick Turrell and Tony Baisby, 4th place. Number 1 Darren Treloar and Justin Plaisted, 3rd place. Number 5 Matt Fromroller and Darren Wills, 5th place. Number 148, no finishing position. And the reserves there, number 93 Andy Simons and Gareth Bemister, 2nd place. The winning time was 1:15.16, 1:15.16, 53.07, their average speed.
Now the points at the moment, Chris Harris leads on 30 points. Paul Cooper is 2nd on 28 points. Glenn Phillips is 3rd on 26 points. Nathan Irwin is 4th on 22 points. Also Andy Moore's on 22 points, Dave Rumsey's on 21 points, Richard Hall on 20, Andrew Appleton on 20 points, and the points go forward, so you have to count the points in for this race against their aggregate points to see who will be the champion. Chris Harris has got a good start as he goes to that first turn out of the dip. No, Chris Harris is back in 3rd place. Is that Glenn Phillips out there? We'll wait as he comes round, we'll take him up. Chris Harris in 2nd place. Will 2nd place be enough as they come round for the first time out of the dip? And it's Paul Cooper. Sorry, Andrew Appleton. Andrew Appleton it is, and Chris Harris. Well, Andrew Appleton, if he gets 7 points here, it will put him up to 27, so it won't actually be enough. Andrew Appleton it is. Chris Harris in 2nd place. If Chris Harris gets 8 points here, it should be enough for the title. But as they come out of the dip again, it's Andrew Appleton from Chris Harris, then Andrew Moore, followed by Dave Rumsey, then it's Glenn Phillips and, well, Paul Cooper, quite a way back. The battles up front is whether Chris Harris the nearest rival is down quite a way in Paul Cooper. So will Chris Harris settle for 2nd place? Will he try and get past Andrew Appleton? He may sit back and wait, we'll have to wait and see, but they're on their final lap. Andrew Appleton leads, Chris Harris so tucking into 2nd place. As they come round towards the checker flag, the 8th final is going to go to Andrew Appleton. And by my reckoning, Chris Harris has got the championship. We'll check that out now. And then it's Andy Moore, followed by Glenn Phillips, then Dave Rumsey, as they all cross over the line. And then Paul Cooper, not the result Paul wanted there. And Richard Hall is next with Nathan Irwin bringing up the rear. So show your appreciation as they go round. And I can see you are on the back straight. That's absolutely wonderful. So Chris Harris has got 38 points, and Paul Cooper has got not enough. Nope. So we make it Chris Harris, but just that's unofficial. But they'll be coming around. So show your appreciation as they come round. So Chris Harris is the new champion. So I'm sure the pits will send him around for a lap of honour. And there he is. Here is Chris Harris. Show your appreciation. The new champion and the previous champion go round for their lap of honour. But congratulations to Chris Bomber Harris a member of the Trelawney Jag Tigers Speedway team. And his next big event, of course, coming up in September when he takes on the World Under-21 Championship final. So that's Chris. Chris also rides for the Elite League Speedway team, Peterborough. A very busy young man, but he's not deserted Grasstracks, and he's come all the way up from Cornwall today. Show your appreciation on the back straight, the new British Under-21 champion, Chris Harris. And points going down, Chris Harris had 8, Paul Cooper 3, Glenn Phillips 5, Nathan Irwin 1, Andy Moore had 6 points, Dave Rumsey had 4 points, Richard Hall 3 points, Andrew Appleton 10 points, winning time 1 minute 29.63, 1 minute 29.63, the winning time 59.32, 59.32.
On the line for the 500cc Grand Slam, 3 riders unbeaten as they come to the line. Those 3 are, of course, number 1, Kelvin Tatum, number 7, Paul Hurry, number 17, Joe Screen. They're joined by number 2, Stefan Desorier, number 15, Matt Reed, number 6, Jeremy Doncaster, number 18, Jason Bunyan, and number 12, Trevor Banks. Well, at the moment, I can't see that we've got all the riders. There is a red flag, so let's check them through for you. I've seen Kelvin Tatum out there. I've seen Paul Hurry. Oh, yes, I have seen Paul Hurry. Number 12, Trevor Banks is there. Jason Bunyan's there. Jeremy Doncaster's there. So it's possibly Matt Reed that we're missing. So the start girls have moved away. Matt Reed obviously not able to take part on that machinery. Out comes the spare bike. So Paul Hurry on a very good position on the inside. I can't say that I've seen any real advantage with the design of this circuit where you start from, because we've seen riders come from these outside gates, take a wide line into the bend and then be very quick going up that mound in the top corner there. So Kelvin Tatum right on the inside, Joe Screen next to him, Paul Hurry next to him, the 3 of them unbeaten this afternoon. They start as they get underway. Jeremy Doncaster is still sat on the line. The rest of them pile into that bottom turn as they go round that back straight and up the back straight. He's pursued by number 1, Kelvin Tatum, as they come off the top of the hill and towards me. It's Paul Hurry that leads from Kelvin Tatum in second. Stefan Desarier is in third, but he's got Joe Screen driving down his exhaust pipe. Joe Screen looking to make a passing move, and Paul Hurry has got the bit between his teeth. Hard down that back stretch. Kelvin Tatum empty after him. Joe Screen has made the passing move to get himself up into third. Oh, all eyes, I'm sure, on the front of this race, because Paul Hurry is under pressure from the very experienced Kelvin Tatum as they go into that bottom turn. Paul Hurry still drives hard along the back straight. It's the position we were in last year. We go down that dip into the pit. The dust is getting very thick on the top here. I'm waiting for them to come out of the dust. But as they go by me, Paul Hurry goes into the last lap, leading from Kelvin Tatum. Joe Screen is sitting there in third place. Stefan Desarier is sitting there in fourth. But all eyes on the front, because Paul Hurry has got the bit between his teeth. He's driving hard. He wants to make sure of this one. He missed out last year. He comes off the top of the hill, waiting for him to appear. He comes to the checkered flag, and Paul Hurry takes it. Kelvin Tatum finishes in second, Joe Screen in third, Stefan Desarier in fourth. But what sort of speed was Paul Hurry travelling at? A very, very determined ride, I think you'll agree with me. He wanted that one, he got it. Please show your applause. A great ride from Paul Hurry. I know he's got a lot of supporters here this afternoon. A great, great ride. He takes the Grand Slam 2003. And congratulations from Father Graham in the middle of the circuit there. Very, very pleased, I'm sure. So much hard work has gone into putting this meeting on, and I think you'll agree the racing has been spectacular. A tremendous win for Paul Harris. Give you those positions then to fill your programmes out 100%. Number 1, Kelvin Tatum, finished in 2nd. Number 7, Paul Harry, a magnificent win. Number 17, Joe Screen in 3rd. Number 2, Stefan Desorier in 4th. Number 15, Matt Reed in 6th. Number 6, Jeremy Doncaster, no finish. Number 18, Jason Bunyan in 5th. Number 12, Trevor Banks, no finish. The winning time was 1:29.70, 1:29.70, 59.27 they averaged. That looks to me to be the letters of Tristan Winterburn. Right, number 15, Ivor Matthews and Mick Stace. Inside of him. Let's see what happens as they go into that first turn, as they come up the hill for the first time. That looks to me like at the moment Whiteland has got the lead as they go around that back straight, but John Halsey's up in 2nd, Ivor Matthews in 3rd at the moment. John Halsey looking for a way through on the inside, drives hard coming out of that 2nd bend, and it was Paul Whiteland that got the best of it going into that first turn. So Paul Whiteland now in 2nd place, John Halsey and Jason Glennie exactly where they wanted to be. They got themselves out in front. They go down the back there, now getting through into 2nd place. Ivor Matthews and of course passenger for this afternoon, Mick Stace, as they disappear again into the dust they created in the first lap. We're waiting to see them break. John Halsey and Jason Glennie, it is the lead. Ivor Matthews 2nd, Paul Whiteland in 3rd. Duncan Solhurst in 4th at the moment as they go up the back straight. John Halsey looking to make it 2 out of 2. It was the very first Grand Slam here at Rhodes Minnis. It was won by John Halsey and Jason Glennie. Ivor Matthews trying to do something about it though as he gets closer and closer to John Halsey. Oh, past us they go, and that's the last lap flag for John Halsey and Jason Glennie. Into the bottom turn they go. Duncan Solhurst is driving hard to get past Paul Whiteland. Dave Steer has missed out in the dust, I feel, but on the far side, look at Ivor Matthews. He's got closer and closer. He's going to make an attack on the last turn. He's gone for the outside line as they get to that last corner. Ivor Matthews has got around the outside. John Halsey on the inside. They disappear into the dust. They're both going wide. It's going to be close. Whoa. Woo. I thought Ivor was coming to join me in here for a moment. An incredible finish. Well, I'll wait to get confirmation for the lap scores, because any of you either side of this fan, I'm sure, will agree that that was extremely tight as they got to the finish. My heart was totally in my mouth. I thought he was going to collect the bales in front of me, but Ivor Matthews managed to squeeze through. And what will we get?
Well, that was absolutely fantastic, Jim. Absolutely fantastic racing. I'm sure you all agree. Show your appreciation as they come round, because that was a real classic. It'll go down for years. Brilliant racing, Jim.
Well, brilliant indeed, and let's put you out of your misery, because as they are all checking with each other, agreement in the caravan then as they cross the line. It was a win for John Halsey and Jason Glennie. But come on, your hands in the air, a great effort from Ivor Matthews and passenger for the afternoon, Mick Stace. They desperately made an attempt on that last turn. A great ride. Just give you the official positions of the finishing places in the final for the sidecars Grand Slam 2003. Number 13, John Halsey and Jason Glennie, first place. Number 17, Dave Steer and Simon Beanie, fifth place. 74, Duncan Tolhurst and Nicky Owen, third. 92, Paul Whitelum and Michael Day, fourth. 25, Colin Blackburn, and I believe it was Tristan Winterburn, sixth place. And 15, Ivor Matthews with that tremendous last turn, second place. The winning time was 1:41.23.
Put that into wood, make that all that money. Yeah, make sure it gets big.
No, I know. Yeah, sure, Alan.
Yeah.
So there was a joint first in the flying lap. So we now need Paul Harry and Joe Screen, who's your time 21.27.
Really going to shear it.
Paul Harry and Joe Screen. The solo car level.
You got to pick that engine up and give it to him, Emma.
This is going to share this engine. Can't see each other. Are you ready? Yeah. Where are they then? Paul Harry and Joe Screen. Here we go. Round of course.
Joe's bagged it, you got here first.
Paul Harry coming through. The young lady's got cleaned up and said to you, haven't they? Round of course, Paul Harry. We're going to share the engine.
Hey, Paul, I'm going to get a picture of you for your dad. We both.
We got from C-Class.
Sit down. Get hold of it or something.
How well the Speedway started. Get hold of it or something, he said.
Okay, then. Nice smiles, Ben. Hey, Paul, look at the camera.
This is the flying lap, the barn record. What are you doing down there, Mr. Screen? You wrecking the wagon. Colin Blackburn and Simon Wall. Here they come. And presentation, the ladies. What are you presenting, ladies? Nothing, you got nothing. Anyway, well done on your flying lap victory. You had a good day, you had a lot of passengers, didn't you?
Yeah, it doesn't help, does it? But, no, we picked up the front wheel on the start line in the final, and that was it. Said goodbye, couldn't see for dust. So, but yeah, we had a good flying lap and consolation in it.
Brilliant. Well, I'm not sure what your prize is, but I'm sure they'll get... Have you got something for them? Excuse me, officials? Have you got any prizes for these gentlemen? Flying lap? No? Well, we'll have a chat with Simon Wall was going to go on the back of George Cross, and you bottled out. Somebody else went on the back.
It wasn't so much that. A bit of personal problems in the pits, so I had to pull out at the last minute.
Oh dear, sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
And it was me thinking that Steve Wheeler had to take over from you.
I knew Steve was itching to get on, so there you go.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. The flying lap winners then, Colin Blackburn, Simon Wall. Now we'll call them up in reverse order for the British Under-21 Championship. In third place, it was Glenn Phillips. He's coming from the back. You can see him making his way through. The positions were decided on count back as they finished on equal points. So keep that applause going then. Glenn Phillips, everybody. Right, on to the third place. They receive their awards and trophy. I'll interview them in order. And first of all, Glenn Phillips, congratulations on your third place.
Thank you.
You're still smiling. I'm sure you would have rather finished first, but well done on your third.
Yeah, it was good. Shame about the count back, but you win some, you lose some. There's always another day, so I'm not worried.
Well done, sir. And in second place, show your appreciation, please, to Paul Cooper. And he's coming from the back as well. Yeah, you won't want to keep that bottle as a souvenir, that bottle of wine. Pardon?
I only wanted it because Cecil's on there.
Oh, you only want it because Cecil Taylor's on the front. Very good. Second place then, Paul Cooper. Presentations by the young ladies. Yeah. Did you get a kiss, Glenn? Didn't you get a kiss? Ah, Paul likes this, don't you? Yeah, you're enjoying this. Ah, you got some more to come here, look. Paul, congratulations on your second place. The final didn't go the way you wanted it, I don't think.
No, not really. A bit disappointed. I just missed the gates, and you can't give these guys an inch on a track like this. I mean, it's a good track, but it just got a bit dusty, and I was riding and just swallowing everyone else's dust and stuff, and I just couldn't make any ground up. So really, it was my own fault for not getting off the line, but that's how it goes. That's racing.
Wonderful. Congratulations anyway, Paul. Paul Cooper, the runner-up. And finally, the winner of this year's British Under-21 Championship. He's really taken this season apart, isn't he? He's got to the World Under-21 Speedway final. He's knocking up big scores. He raced at the Cardiff Grand Prix. The winner, Chris Bomber Harris from Cornwall. Keep the applause going. Come on, Chris. Right, ladies, then get ready to kiss the victor. And the championship trophies coming. There's the championship trophies. And before Alan takes his picture, I'll have a quick word with Chris Harris. Chris, having watched your career from youth Grasstrack racing, mascot at St Austell Speedway, and then of course graduating to the Trelawney Jag Tigers, and now seeing you win the British Under-21 Championship, but it's pleased me as well, but I'm sure that you're a happy fella today.
Yeah, it's been going good. We've been getting better and better each year, so I can't complain, and so we've got to go to Sweden from Under-21. So I'm looking forward to it, and go out there and give it all I got.
Brilliant. Congratulations and good luck for the rest of your season.
Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's hear a big cheer then for the first three in the British Under-21 Championships. Now I'll hand over to my colleague here, Jim. Jim, I'm sure that especially Alan Whale wants to get me off this microphone, says he wants to go home. Jim, it's been a pleasure working with you again, and especially in your backyard down here in Kent.
Well, thanks, Dave. You got away just in time, didn't you? I hate you. That is totally unfair. They put me on a short lead today and I can't get away. Well, in fact, before we start the Grand Slam presentations, I wonder if I could ask for, well, yeah, why not give them a round of applause as they go down. The 321 stars of the future, most certainly. Paul Cooper, Glenn Phillips and Chris Harris. So could I ask if Mrs. Higgins is here at all? I was told that she is here to make a presentation. You've got to come and join me, because just make sure we got the trophy. No, I won't walk too far. Right, you've got the trophy that's been presented, the Ron Higgins Memorial Trophy. And I want to quickly explain that the trophy's been put up for the best performance of the day from a rider that is seen on the Grasstrack scene on a regular basis. And I really can't disagree with this decision this afternoon. The award for the very first time will go to Matt Reed. Come on, you've got to have the pictures taken, you know that. Well done indeed, Matt. No, I'm not going to have a word. Right, I remember to do that one. We now move on to the 1000cc sidecars. And we start really, I think, by saying what a fantastic day's racing we've had. For the very first time last year, we saw the return to this fantastic circuit. Many questions were being asked. What would it be like for the sidecars? I've questioned these riders over and over again. They said it is different. Can you imagine coming off that back straight at high speed? You're still driving into the bend. There's none of this trying to lose the back wheels, spin it as they do on the speedway. It's tough, hard grass track racing. And I think you'll agree, these three guys that are coming up here, or six I should say with their passengers, they deserve this victory. A fantastic day's racing. We start as always with third place, and I'm calling up on the rostrum in third, Duncan Tolhurst and Nicky Owen. Go on, bypass me. Straight up there, that's where the awards are. For those of you that weren't aware what the joke was, he's now got to kiss his daughter to get the winning rostrum. I thought it was raining for a minute. There's bloody champagne dropping down on my head. Right, come on, over here. Third, it says there. Look, a quick word then, Dunk. You were very quick in practice. I know you had a win in Germany last night. I think there was a lot of people out there rooting for you this afternoon.
Yeah, I've got a lot of support actually. Yeah, I appreciate that. And yeah, I come here today and I've tried very hard. And yeah, and I'm not tired. And yeah, and I just got beat to the first turn. And yeah, that's all I'm going to say.
Well, it's tough conditions. I know that when we spoke this morning, we said it was going to be a real hard ride. And it could possibly be the fittest man survive. But all six out in the final there, I think they'd had such a hard day's racing. The conditions were slightly against us, weren't they?
Yeah, they was obviously because of the dry weather. But everybody who competed today, you've got to take it off to them. You know, it was against everybody, and they all did so well. And especially the last six in the final. Yeah, everybody was a winner, really.
Absolutely right. Nicky, I will have a quick word because obviously it's a busy time for racing at the moment. But as far as this track's concerned, something a little bit different.
Oh, definitely.
bumps everywhere, and like we've done all right. We've got together now, and this is the first season we've done, second season with Duncan, and I'm very happy with all.
You should be very happy. Third place this afternoon then in the 1000cc Grand Slam, Duncan Tolhurst and Nicky Owen. Right, we move on, and it's good to see these guys up on the winning rostrum again. In second place this afternoon, they might have been just one place further forward. Right on that last turn, a great ride from Ivor Matthews and Mick Stace. Yeah. Well, I ought to say at this point that finish in second place, you get the bottle of wine, the champagne. The wine, I think Dave did say, has been donated by Cecil Taylor, their club down there in the south of France, which if you want to pay a visit, you can on the 5th of September. We've got the 5th round of the World Long Track down there. But back to today for the moment. Ivor, you left it a bit late, mate.
Well, again, I had a bit of an indifferent day, really, to be honest, and just squeezed into the final. But we'd had a few problems in the pits, and obviously we sorted them out for the end. And you never stop chasing John. I don't give up anyway. And I think he just eased up a little bit on the last lap, just to let me get in front. But if you drop in front of John like that, you know what to expect. So it wasn't really a surprise.
Well, there we go. I mean, I thought at one time you were coming in to join me in the caravan. It all got a bit tight, didn't it?
Yeah, I couldn't really see a lot because the dust was still hanging about from the lap before. But no, I mean, fair play to John. He just squeezed back past us again, and I'm sure he didn't want another repeat of North Berks, so he'd never live it down if he did, I'm sure.
Well, of course, and Mick, I'll bring you in for a moment because we don't see you on the grass too much, but you must have enjoyed that this afternoon.
Yeah, that last race was brilliant. Shame we didn't come out first, but it was a good race.
So does that mean we're going to see you out a bit more?
Well, I don't know about that.
Well, I've got to try, haven't I? Well done indeed to second place finishers this afternoon, Ivor Matthews and Mick Stace. So while the photographs are being taken, I've got just one more place to fill. It is the overall Grand Slam winners. Could they do it 2 years running? We started the event last year. They won the event last year. They might have said last year that it was a little bit of unfortunate luck from the guy that was leading the final. No such story this afternoon. As we've just mentioned, they were pushed hard in that last bend. But the overall winners of Grand Slam 2003, John Halsey and Jason Glennie. You know what to do.
I'll be able to have a bath in that.
Jason, was it something you said? You walk up there and they all walk down there. That's the one that's going to be in the press, isn't it? I can see. Right, come on. We've got to get a few words, because John, I know you're doing a lot of racing at the moment. Absolutely over the moon with that win you had on Tuesday night in the Supercup Speedway, and to come here and do it again.
Yeah, like you say, to win on Tuesday was the week really that made it all. But to come here again and defend it and win it the way we did with Ivor, I mean that was it was old-fashioned racing. It was a good race. We sort of fell asleep on the last lap, but Ivor came round us, and I didn't think I'd get away from him, to be honest, when we locked up. But yeah, we just got the edge over the line, and we've done it again.
Well, you have done it again. It's a superb track, isn't it? I mean, you've just said, really, it's old-fashioned racing. It's perhaps what we used to be used to. You know, a great race day, though.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I mean, when you do the Speedway, it's not sort of flat out, but you go around there and you're on the stop, you're doing this. But here, you can't ride like that. You've got to think a little bit. You know, you're inside, outside, and the stones, the bumps, everything, it all comes into it. So it just makes it, you know, better. I just prefer grass track to speedway anyway, so yeah, it's just made my day.
Brilliant. Well, of course, you know, we'll be back in this part of the world for the British Masters, and Jason, if I can bring you in for that one, because the season's looking good at the moment, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I mean, to be honest, the end of last year we had a good season, and to come out the following year it probably adds more pressure to you, and to come to the Grand Slam today and do a double was, you know, and come out and win it was just superb. The Super Cup, you know, I mean, who would have thought we was going to win that? So again, we've had a superb season, just can't fault it really.
Well done indeed to both of them. Let's give it a 1, 2, 3 then as they get on the rostrum, because in third place Duncan Tollis and Nicky Owen, in second Ivor Matthews and Mick Stace, and overall victors of Grand Slam 2003, John Halsey and Jason Glennie. Right, we'll give the photographer his moment to get everything organised. Well, perhaps that'll be the one for the press during the week. Well done indeed. Your applause for our top sidecar riders. Duncan Tollis and Nicky Owen, Ivor Matthews and Mick Stace, John Halsey and Jason Glennie. Oh, come on, boys, make a bit of space. God, I think they'd have been up here all night. Right, we move then to the 500cc solo, and we call upon Amanda and Emma from Sea France once again to present the awards, because I think you'll agree that the solo racing, when we looked at the programme this morning, it was truly international, a top class entry. Very pleased to see riders such as the names of Scott Nicholls, etc. We go through the qualifying race programme, and we've got 3 riders unbeaten as we get to that final. Anything could have happened. I think you'll agree it was a tremendous final. Finishing in third place, though, of course it was, we've seen him earlier for the barn record, our very own Joe Screen. Right, now comes the hard bit. And that was just for third. Right, Joe, well, I think I'm going to go back to what I said to you earlier on this morning, that we were talking about the different track, it's a races track and everything else, but you mentioned to me you haven't done too much track racing just recently.
No, you know, it's quite different, especially different to Speedway. You know, you've got to sort of set yourself up for a hard meeting and, you know, get the bike sorted through the heats for the final. And the bike was going better in the heats than the final.
Well, there's the secret then, but I mean, a big circuit, a hard circuit, and we've heard from the sidecar boys, you know, it takes a lot of thinking about. Would you agree with the same in your position?
Yeah, definitely, you know, the way the track rode and a bit of the dust and stones, you had to make a good start, and, you know, the green light sort of wasn't working in the final, and there's a few of us missed it.
A few of you missed it. A tremendous final. Third place this afternoon then in Grand Slam 2003, Joe Screen. Well, I wonder how many of you will have tipped this guy to have won it overall, but I'm calling him up in second place this afternoon. I hope you're going to be behind him next week in the World Long Track at Tunbridge. It is, of course, in second this afternoon, our very own Kelvin Tatum. There you go, keep going, keep going. Now comes the boring bit. You got to speak to me. Okay. Right, you want to put that stuff down, or you want to hang on to it?
I'll put it down.
Right, where do I start, Kelvin? I mean, a busy time of year for you.
Yep.
A big one next week.
Yes.
Was this a good bit of practice?
Oh, for sure. I haven't ridden the grass bike since I'm on, so it was a good run out here. It's a tough, demanding track, as we all know. It's a very spectacular track. A bit dusty, but you can't odds that. We haven't had any rain for about 5 weeks, I think. So, but certainly a good run out.
Well, indeed, a good run out, and I think a fantastic final. I mean, I'm sure you did try and catch him.
I was trying very hard. They need a new bulb in the green light, please.
Yeah, Joe just mentioned that a moment ago. Obviously, a few technical problems.
Yeah, it didn't come on, but no excuses really. Paul rode well all day, and he got away in the final, and he rode very well. And I tried really hard for about 2.5, 3 laps, but to be honest, the dust was starting to get to me, and I figured that Paul was going to nick it.
Well, indeed, and obviously looking forward to next week. We're back at Tunbridge on home soil. All the support you've got here this afternoon, they're all going to be behind you next week. There is still a chance you can take that, isn't there?
Yeah, we had that disastrous rounds in Mulov, which was a shame, but I won in Marmont, so I need to keep winning. If I can manage to do that, I can put a lot more pressure on Robbie Bart. It's not over. If he wins again, then it's over, but certainly I'm in good form, the bikes feel good, and I'll give it my best shot next weekend.
Well, I'm sure you will. We'll all be there behind you. Second this afternoon, though, to Kelvin Tatum. So we move to that final position, number 1, 2003. And I'm looking forward to the comments we're going to get from this guy. But I know he's going to get a great round of applause when I call him up here. The winner of Grand Slam 2003. It is, of course, Paul Harry. Well, you might be wondering what the extra trophies are, but for winning the Grand Slam, Joe will also pick up the Simon Wigg Memorial Trophy. Paul, what did I say then? It's a long day. Right, I need a quick word, Paul, because I've just had somebody rush up here and say to me that a little message from Roger Maynard. You might have won it, but there's absolutely no excuse for being late for work in the morning. What on earth that means, I don't know. You mean you work as well?
Oh, got to. It's probably down to Roger that he's got me fit the last couple of days. That I'm sort of riding a bit better, so yeah, cool, Roger.
Well, there you are. You're going to be at work tomorrow morning, but if I turn the clock back to this afternoon, hard racing, just heard from the other guys. It's a big circuit. It's demanding.
Yeah, it is, and sort of I had a meeting yesterday, so I wasn't sort of wide awake. So yeah, you had to think quite a bit, and yeah, it went okay.
And all afternoon you're giving advice to the father?
I won't give him advice, just he asked my opinion, and I can only speak from what I've sort of seen and done, so yeah, it sort of helps, I suppose.
Well, indeed it helped, and obviously as we got through the afternoon, a tough line-up in that final. Did you feel that confident when you come to the line?
Didn't feel too bad, but then Kelvin went off of 1, I thought, oh, here we go. But yeah, I was just sort of happy to be there and just to sort of stay on after last year, and yeah, just to enjoy it, and yeah, that's the main thing.
Well, absolutely right. A fantastic victory this afternoon. Let's give you once again the top 3. It was in third, Joe Screen. In second, Kelvin Tatum. For the Grand Slam victor for 2003, Paul Harry. So they'll get the last of the photos organised. Cameraman doesn't want to get wet. The girls are all starting to cringe. You know what's coming. As soon as the photographs are finished, there's going to be a mass exodus. It only remains for me to say I hope you've enjoyed the afternoon's racing. and I'm going to request a longer lead next year. Well, I hope you're going to join us all at the long track at Tunbridge next week. I hope you've enjoyed the Grand Slam 2003. A lot of work has gone into putting the meeting on, some fantastic racing. Our thanks to everybody that's been involved. Have a very, very safe journey home. We'll see you at the Grasstrack soon.
And a tremendous scrap on that back straight as they come round to here. We also got Jamie Rogers, water him, number 71. Number 81 gets a good start. It's Lewis Denham there, but a cloud of dust comes by us, and we watch them as they come out. Oh, problems. I think that was Lewis Denham went down.
Up go the tapes. And all sorts of problems for Jason Hand. Those two go together into that last turn. Angler riders together behind him, but it is Paul Harry that's breaking down that first turn and up over the top. Over the hill they come for the first time, and Joe Screen's got the inside line on Matt Reed. They get underway. Rob Winterburn has hit problems on the...
Away the tapes got we're away. Oh, problems there. Paul Cooper, tremendous start. And he's side by side with another rider, but it is Paul Cooper just leading this one.
He really is motoring on, but they get underway. On the inside, I can see making a very good start is Sebastian Dethurier as he gets into the lead, but Paul Hurry's right there with him, and Paul Hurry goes around the outside coming over that first turn. And close for third, and I think Trevor Banks may well have got it just on the line. Away they go, and Paul Whitelam has made a very good start on the outside. Oh, I just wonder if he's found some dry ground on the outside. He flew off that start as they go into the first turn. It's all mixed up because it's all totally changed. I think that's Duncan Tolles has got to watch on the far side as they come back into view for us. And it is Dave Steer that's leading from John Halsey in second place. So Dave Steer stayed on the green grass again. And he's gone the long way round. And Dave Steer will have the line on that bottom turn. And he's got the drive coming off the hill as well as they come to the line. John Halsey on the inside. Next year gets it. John Halsey on the inside has to drive hard into that bottom turn.
And while Paul is unbeaten so far, but Glenn Phillips is mounting some pressure onto Dave Rumsey. As they come towards the second flag, it's going to be very, very close indeed. It's going to be Dave Rumsey. Dave Rumsey wins race 19.
As he comes out of that first turn, he's got two riders going each side of him. These riders doing a lot more travelling than that. Well, as they get underway, Paul Hurry is on the outside. He's looking for the long way around that first turn. He goes all the way around the outside. He's not there at the moment. But as he challenges going down the back straight, I'm looking for Joe Screen, and he sits in third place at the moment. Oh, we'll check for you as they come round. I suspect that is Matt Reed that was holding the lead as they went along that back straight. It is Matt Reed that's leading. Joe Screen in second. Sebastian Dethurier is in third final. And off the top of the hill, it's Mitch Godden, head down, that is leading from Stefan Tessari. Oh, Herbert Rudolph it is, number 3.
Good start as they go to that first turn. Out of the dirt. No, Chris Harris is back in third place.
Up go to Thames. It's a very quick start as they get underway. Jeremy Doncaster is still sat on the line. The rest of them pile into that bottom turn as they go round that back straight and up the back straight. The last two comes off the top of the hill, waiting for him to appear. He comes to the checkered flag and Paul Hurry takes it. Away with the Grand Slam final of 2003, and John Halsey's got a long way to go round. He's got Duncan Tolles on the inside of him. We'll see what happens as they go into that first turn, as they come up the hill for the first time. That looks to me like at the moment Whiteland has got the lead as they go round that back straight, but John Halsey's up in second, Ivan Matthews in third at the moment. John Halsey looking for a way through on the inside, drives hard coming out of that second bit. The far side, look at Ivan Matthews, he's got closer and closer. He's going to make an attack on the last turn, he's gone for the outside line as they get to that last corner. Ivan Matthews has got around the outside, John Halsey on the inside, they disappear into the dust. They're both going wide. It's going to be close. Wow. Woo.
Thank you.
2003, John Halsey and Jason Lenny. 3, it was in third, Joe Screen. In second, Kelvin Tatum. For the Grand Slam victor for 2003, Paul Harry.